guys, how's it going? It's Carlos from the Just Fans podcast live here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm accompanied by my co-host Rios. Let them know what's up, Rios.
Astros won. Life is good right now.
There you go. Astros won. That's right. We're celebrating baseball, even though I'm over here. And there you go. Got my Astros gear on too. What's up? And of course, today I got an old friend of the show here. I'm glad to have Valentin Sabella from Colorado Hailstorm. How's it going, Valentin?
How are you guys? Thank you guys for having me again. Glad to be here.
Awesome, dude.
Right.
It's always great to have you, dude.
Yes,
by the way,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, congratulations on y'all's win last night. I saw y'all won with 3-1.
3-1, yeah. We're top of the league by 5 points with a few games in hand. So honestly, we're doing great at the moment.
That's good. Sorry, we got
That's
those
what's
over
up,
here.
man.
It's okay. It sounds like Rio's getting drunk. No, nonetheless, no, that's good, man. Congratulations, 3-1. Look at you, y'all are killing it over there.
Oh, yeah.
And I also wanted to introduce a friend that I made here in Buenos Aires this whole time. He's been amazing for helping me out here and guiding me all around. Let me introduce you guys, Robert. Robert, ¿cómo estás? Saluda a la gente.
Muy buenas noches, todo bien, gracias por la oportunidad. Acá estamos compartiendo un rato sobre la hinchada River Boca.
Okay, there you go. So Robert says thanks for allowing him to come on the show, and he's excited to talk about the rivalry between River Plate and Boca Junior. So that's gonna be fun. All right.
Salud, hermano. Salud.
Quizás te mando a saludar.
Bien, gracias.
Es que no sabe hablar el español también, es medio pendejito.
Sí.
No,
Medio boludo.
Mira, pero aparentemente Robert has fans. Robert tiene fanáticos. Hedis, Mariela Orozco.
Aguante. Oh.
Rafael. Hola, amigos. ¿Cómo está, Rafael? How's it going, bud? Otra. Y luego Ernest Méndez. Hi, what's up, Ernest? Y Iris otra vez dijo aguanta Boca.
Aguanta
Wow.
Boca.
Aparentemente tenemos muchos fanáticos de Boca. We have a lot of Boca fans. By the way, Valentin, how does that make you feel? You like River?
Man, it's just disgusting to me.
Obviamente no está muy contento Valentín. Dice que le cae mal eso. Oh, man. All right, well.
I love it.
If you were to go for a team, who do you think you would go for? Si tú fueras un equipo, ¿a quién le das?
Man, I gotta say Boca, man. I'm gonna say Boca just because Diego was there.
Boca? Solo por
Yeah.
Diego? Valentín, I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. We're the bigger club. That's fine.
Oh, dice que es el club más grande.
¿Cuál?
El River.
No lo conozco.
He's like, I don't know him. I don't know her. Okay, so let's start with a little bit of history for our fans that are maybe not too familiar with the rivalry between Boca Juniors and River. So let's start off with a little bit of history of Boca, right? So Boca basically started in, 1905. Okay.
When I was born. All right.
Boca empezó en el 1905, el mismo año que nació Ríos. Así está tan viejo Ríos. No, and it was basically it was a club basically of a group of Italian kids in order to find a club, right? And so basically they started in this place called La Boca, which is just a neighborhood here in Buenos Aires. And they were the very first kits had like black and white stripes. They didn't really have a color until I believe they were going to play. They played a game against Nottingham El Almagro, excuse me. And if they lost, they would have to choose a color. So the first color that they found was basically a sail ship that came from Sweden, and the flags, the Swedish flag basically became the team colors, and that's how Boca Junior got their colors, as you can see. And then we have River Plate, who became a team back in 1901, right? It was 1901, and then basically they're kind of known as the if you want to call it like if you were to compare in Valentin, you can tell me, you can correct me if I'm wrong here. You can kind of compare them to Real Madrid and Barcelona in a way. They're very similar. They see Boca Juniors as like the working class, almost like Barcelona style, and then related to like Barcelona, and then you see River Plate, which is almost like Real Madrid, which is for like the higher ups or like the club for like the one of the nicknames is Los Millonarios or like the millionaires. They tend to like the upper class, I guess, kind of groups, and it's a huge rivalry between these two clubs. It gets so intense that there's been games where, well, first of all, before I can even start, let me show you how intense the fans are for Boca, and then I'll do it for River, okay? Just to not to be impartial, I guess. So give me 1 second. That's not the right button that I want to press, and let me show you a video really quick of La Bombonera. Okay, here. Okay, can y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. This is how intense it can get.
Man.
The game hasn't started. El partido no ha empezado y así se mira los fanáticos de Boca.
I love that shit, man. I wish we had that in MLS, man. Like, I really wish we had that. Like, it's just that passionless, man. It's something else.
Como digo, el partido no ha comenzado y la gente y la gente celebrando. The game hasn't started and everybody's celebrating.
Like, mira eso, man. It's just, man. That's something else, man. Bro, that passion, man. It's, man.
Okay.
As an outsider, man, it's just, man, that's next level, bro. That's next level.
The next one is going to be for River, okay? 1 second. Let me share it again. It's the wrong button again. Okay.
Idiota.
Shut up. Okay.
Man.
Okay. Obviously, los fanáticos de River y de Boca, obviously the fandom for both teams is just incredible. Something that we're not used to in the States. Es algo que no conocemos muy bien en los Estados Unidos. No se mira eso. Lo primero que pensé viendo los fanáticos de los dos equipos fue...
Real y Barcelona.
¿Ah?
Real Barcelona.
Oh no, it's just it's a health hazard. It's a health code violation. Es una violación de ética.
Oh, that too. But like the energy is, it's Real Madrid against Barcelona. It's just, man,
la energía es increíble. La energía es increíble y es algo que no vemos en los Estados Unidos. It's something that we don't see in the U.S. The energy is just there. It's crazy. So,
no con el fútbol americano, tal vez, pero el fútbol, no. Eso no lo vemos.
Entonces, Valentin, I'm going to ask you a question. It's going to be for you first. When you living here in Argentina, how first of all, how did you become like a River fan? How did you like River? Like, how did you know
So
that was the team?
as soon as I was born already, my dad outside of like the my hospital room as a baby, he put up like the River emblem already on the door. So since a kid, my whole family's been associated with River. Like I always tell everybody, like my great grandfather's ashes were thrown in the River pitch once
Wow.
he passed. Um,
Nice.
and I've had one family member, my grandfather's cousin, who actually played for River as well.
Oh,
So there's a whole history in our family to River, and it was kind of as a kid, it's like my dad would always say, "Si sos de Boca, dormís afuera." You know, so growing up, there's no choice. You know, you're a River fan, and I'm glad I am.
okay. So that's awesome, dude. That's amazing. I didn't. You know, it's funny. I didn't realize that your grandpa played for River, dude. That's incredible.
Well, his cousin, not my
Cousin, so
grandfather,
your grandpa's
but his
cousin played for River. That's incredible.
yeah.
So that's why I could see that it runs in your family, and like you said, since you were a baby, there's a picture of you, right, with in your Instagram. I think I'm trying to figure out who it was with though. It's you. It was like la foto que vimos que tenía
con
con
Gallardo.
Gallardo. There you go. No me acordaba el nombre. ¿Cómo fue esa experiencia? How was that experience with Gallardo?
So when my grandfather's cousin, he was the assistant coach at the time in River, and I was about to move out to the States. So through my grandfather, we were able to go down and like meet and greet all the players, just watch training session. Like it was behind closed doors training session, so we're the only ones there. And Gallardo was always a big name in River growing up, and what he did as a coach as well. But
Mhm.
so that's how I ended up seeing him, and I have a few pictures with a bunch of other players at the time.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Man.
Okay, Robert, la pregunta viene para ti. Cuando llegaste aquí a Argentina, ¿cómo tú supiste? ¿Sabes que le voy a ir a Boca? ¿Por qué no a River?
Porque decidí.
¿Por qué decidiste ir a Boca en vez de River?
Bueno, al salir a recorrer la ciudad y ver los barrios, para mí fue muy pintoresco conocer Caminito y sentía por las calles esa familiaridad que hay entre los hinchas. Eras como si estuvieras en tu casa con tu familia y muy popular. Es muy popular ese estar con ellos, entre hablar de todas las cosas que pasan en los partidos, antes del partido, después del partido. Y lo vi más, o sea, llena más el hecho de que esté entre amistades hablando de cualquier cosa que tenga que ver con el fútbol.
So basically, Robert said that when he came over here to Argentina, he fell, I guess, in love for Boca Junior because of like how colorful, like the colors and all that, like especially down in a neighborhood here called Caminitos. It's a very colorful little place here, and he said that basically with the fans and how they related to and how the team how the team relates to the fans and how they involve the fans. He said that's why he felt more in touch with Boca Juniors because he just feels like that was that was what he wanted. His the camaraderie that he shares with other fans and being able to just talk soccer or football, however you want to call it. He said that's what made him choose Boca Juniors for him. Okay. We have a few questions. We have a question here. Espérame un momentito. Tenemos gente que dice, love it Boca, amazing, la mejor hinchada Boca. Deja ver, amazing, espérame. Pasión por el fútbol. Alguien que se llama Cristian Reyes dice 3-1, no se olvida. Una pregunta para ti, Valentín. Dice, ¿cuál es tu jugador favorito de River, Valentín? Who's your favorite player for River?
Historically, my first idol in River was Ariel El Burrito Ortega. That was my first idol. As of today, I would probably have to say Enzo Pérez.
Enzo Pérez, ok. So ahorita dice Enzo Pérez pero Su primer ídolo fue, ¿cuál fue, disculpa, el primer, your favorite?
Ariel el burrito Ortega. El burrito
Ariel
Ortega.
fue su primero, fue su primer ídolo. Okay, entonces, all right, so being here in Argentina these last, I'm here for like maybe 2.5 weeks, but I'm leaving back to Houston in, I think like on Thursday or so. I gotta tell you, Valentin, I've really enjoyed your home country, dude. It's been an amazing adventure. Just walking and I haven't realized how much people walk here. Like that's the funniest thing. Like we're in Houston, everybody is like, you have to drive somewhere. I don't care if it's like 2 blocks away, you're taking your car and you're going there. But here, everybody walks. The culture has been great, and I think you and I were texting here and there, and I told you, hey man, I really enjoy your country, and it's been very welcoming and very and great. And you said, yeah, man, it's, you know, you said that, you know, you were happy about that, you know, that I'm enjoying your, you know, your country and stay. And then you know, like I said, you hear so many things, you know, whatever here and there, but none of that is like true. I really have enjoyed being here in Argentina since I've stayed, and it's a great country. It's the funny thing is that since it's winter right now, like it's cold. So like I'm wearing hoodies, and in Houston they're like burning up right now. How hot is it in Houston right now, Rios?
1010 in the shade.
You say 1010?
110, whatever.
Oh
110.
yeah, the boy said 1010. No, it's hot. It's over there, but here it just feels great. And like I
Bro,
said,
I walk from my house to the car. That 10-second walk is drenched in sweat. It's just miserable.
yeah,
Miserable.
no, and like I said, I've enjoyed it. Everything here. Like you gave me some good places to try out too. I'm looking forward to trying those, dude.
But yeah,
Uh,
you're in the 50s. I hate you
huh?
so much. You're in the 50s. I
47,
hate you. Oh,
47
40,
actually.
47. Oh,
Yeah. No, so
yeah.
it's been a great experience, Valentin. It's been amazing. Guess what? I tried mate for the first time.
And how'd you like it?
I liked it. Robert here got me some mate. Got me some mate. Hold on, right here.
I've had it before. It's actually really good. It's really, really good. I like mate.
¿Qué tipo de hierba usaste para el mate?
Playadito.
Playadito. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. I drink. I've drank Playadito. It's not the one that I ordered right now. The one that I'm drinking is Baldo.
Palo es lo que toma.
No, so I've had it hot and cold. It's really good. It's really is.
Yeah.
I love mate. It's really good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, especially if you guys are out in Houston. You can tell
You
Robert.
have it cold.
Yeah, Robert probably knows how to make it. He could probably teach you how to make it, and you can make it with any juice you want. So you could
You
have it
can.
cold during summertime. That's what a lot of people do. It's kind of called tereré, pretty much.
Dice que
But
cuando está frío le dicen tereré.
Sí, frío. No, no me gusta.
Real.
¿No te gusta
No,
tereré?
no.
He doesn't like it.
no,
¿No
I
te
mean,
gusta? Durante el verano, ¿no te gusta?
Nada, tampoco.
No,
I mean,
he doesn't.
it's Argentina. It doesn't get hot like it is in Houston, bro.
No,
You
it
need
gets
it here.
human. It gets human. Like it's
Like
similar,
like
but
like here. No.
no, not like that. But yeah,
No.
it gets hot though. That's the thing. But yeah, man. Like I said, I've tried. Have you been? One of the places I tried the pizza place here. Is it Guerrin?
Sí.
Guerrin or Guerrin?
Guerrín.
Guerrin. The pizza place. That was great. And they had like the picture of Messi when he was there.
I'm not gonna lie. The pictures you sent us, it didn't look appetizing. You said it tasted great, so I'll take your word for it. Those pictures.
So anyway, he's no longer. No, I'm just kidding. No. I'm kidding. No, it was great, man. Like I said, I've enjoyed the food, the everything here, like the buildings. I'm always a big fan of like that Spaniard like architecture that they have on the buildings, that old school stuff. You see a lot of it here in Argentina. It's great, dude. It's and the thing that I talked to my girlfriend about, her producer, by the way, that it's very chill here. Like everybody has a saying here, no pasa nada. Like it's all good, like no problem. And it may for some reason after people say that, you feel like a sense of calmness. And I don't know if it's just me because I'm coming from like Houston or whatever. And it's just when we're in Houston, everything's like just so fast. Like I feel super stressed at times. And here, just I don't know. It's even though it's a city, it's a metropolis. It's a big city, just like Houston. It just kind of like I feel like more relaxed. I don't know. How do you feel, Valentin, when you come from like the states over to Argentina? Like how does that make you like? How do you feel? Do you feel that same way? Do you feel like
Well, in
pressure's
our
out?
the day to day in Argentina, maybe it's because you're on vacation, but the day to day is intense. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Robert could probably attest to it. He's there every day. Like my dad always tells his story where like, and you're so used to in the United States, like people driving at a certain miles per hour,
Mm-hmm.
everything kind of being in control, like everything's very structured in the U.S. And then over there, like you leave Ezeiza, the airport, and then
Mm-hmm.
people are just phew, phew, flying past you, and my dad's like, "Shit, I gotta get on my horse." Oh, sorry about that, but yeah,
Oh, you're good.
I gotta get on my horse, and it's just it's a really fast paced lifestyle over there. Like, I think that's also one of the benefits that we have as Argentinians. Like, the reason why we go to other countries and thrive is because we're so used to that fast paced lifestyle that it's like if we don't go get it ourselves, it's gonna be tough in our country. So if we don't go get it elsewhere, like we have that nature to go find things. So I think maybe because you're on vacation, because
Probably.
I spoke with my grandma the other day and she was like things are hectic, and stuff.
Really?
And she's 80 plus. She's been through them all. But so
Right?
maybe it is that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. It probably is because I'm on vacation, but man, it just feels that way. It just feels that way. But let me ask Robert here. Robert, cuando estás aquí en Argentina, ¿cómo te sientes? Como le dije yo a Valentín
Sí.
desde que he estado aquí me he sentido más tranquilo y como aquí usan el término no pasa nada, es cuando oigo eso me siento más tranquilo, como sin ansiedad ni nada. ¿Y tú cómo sientes Argentina? ¿Sientes como que es así? Valentín dice que es posible porque estoy ¿cómo se llama? En vacaciones, pero dice que como tú vives aquí, ¿tú qué crees? ¿Es que es calmado o tú piensas que es también así medio rápido y intenso aquí en Argentina? En Buenos Aires.
La actividad cotidiana.
Ajá.
Y no es tan leve, no es porque es una ciudad grande que tiene mucha entrada de empleados de provincia,
Ujú,
y mucho tráfico día y noche. Esta ciudad no duerme.
ujú,
Cualquier hora vas a conseguir personas a las 2 de la mañana, a las 5 de la mañana, todo igual.
ujú.
Pero en general sí es muy tranquilo para estar. Tiene mucho espacio donde puedas disfrutar, donde puedas estar tranquilo, donde puedas ver un partido de fútbol, en cualquier parte, un parque abierto. Inclusive muchos lugares del mundial pasado se vieron en parques abiertos y todo era tranqui, no pasa nada.
Okay. Yeah, eso que dice no pasa nada. Sí, me siento más tranquilo cuando dices. No, Robert basically said the same thing as Valentin. He said that yeah, I mean he does see that how do you call it? The hustle and bustle, I guess you want to call it. He does see that stress. What somebody put La Ciudad de la Furia. So there you go. So I guess it is just because I'm on vacation. But hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I like it. I've enjoyed it so much, and it's almost like I hate to leave it now. I got used to it. Another thing that people do this that I realized, I don't know if it's a bad sign or whatever. I don't care. My girlfriend did it last year when she came to Argentina for the first time, and now I do it. It's the wait, where is it? That I apparently I thought it was like you see it on Twitter all the time, like the Italian meme, but now
Oh, so you're Italian now. You know what?
everybody
Stay
does
there.
it.
Stay there. We don't want
Yeah.
you back. Stay there.
Dude, everybody does this. Like, it's kind of funny. I like it. Like now, I'm going to be used to it. I'm going to come home and start doing that for no reason. See people like
Do not. Please do not.
every time I see your reels, like reels, you showed up. It's been fun, man. It's been fun. Yeah.
En Estados Unidos usa mucho esa movimiento físico,
Yeah.
de expresión,
Uh-huh.
esta.
Oh, so he says that basically he says that he's seen that being used a lot. He says I don't know if they use it a lot in the States or whatever. See, somebody else did it right here.
Ajá.
Boom. There it is. Yeah, man. All right. Another thing I want to talk about is how going back to the rivalry between River and how do you call it? And Boca.
Boca.
What for Valentin? What's been that you can remember? What's been like the best game that you've seen against those two?
River Boca.
Yeah, your favorite one that stands out. One of those games.
Well, my first big memory of River Boca was back in 2006, I believe it was.
Mhm.
Gonzalo Higuain was playing for us. I'm sure you guys know him. Played for the national team for plenty of years.
Oh
He
yeah.
scored a double against Boca before getting sold to Real Madrid. So that was my first big memory. And then my biggest, most important memory, and the one that hurts and haunts Boca fans every day they go to bed, is in Madrid when we beat them in Madrid 3-1.
Oye, que cuando les ganaron a Madrid 3-1.
Una linda experiencia.
He says that was a wonderful.
El más lindo que pudo haber vivido River. Yo creo que no viva más eso.
He says a wonderful experience that River Plate will probably never experience again, is what Robert just said. Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, it was so like the Champions League.
Yeah.
But of South America, La Libertadores, and it was the first time River and Boca met in a final. At the time it was so you have a home and away leg. The home leg was at Boca Stadium.
Right.
It was 2-2 score ended up being, and then the second leg was supposed to be played in River Stadium, which I traveled to. I was gonna go watch it. And then River fans threw rocks or something happened. To the Boca players, and then after that, it was supposed to be played the next day, the following day, and I was out in the streets, and they canceled the game in the middle of the street. Like, so riots started occurring again because like the first day that I went to the stadium, I basically arrived to the stadium at like 12 at noon. I got back home at 11 p.m. Just because of all the delays, the chaos. You don't drive to the stadium, you don't go park. You tend to maybe get dropped off or take the bus, and I was with my family. So that was the most memorable one for me. Because then after that, they they said we couldn't play it. River couldn't play their home leg in Argentina, so they took it all the way to Real Madrid Stadium in Santiago Bernabeu. Messi Messi was at the stadium. I think Cristiano Ronaldo was watching it from home. Like, it was a huge
It was a huge game.
huge game. The biggest one we've honestly played between us both. So for us to win it was, I mean, I got a tattoo because of it. So
Did you really?
yeah, I have it right here.
Let's show us. Oh wow.
Wait, yeah, right there. The dates.
The dates. La fecha de cuando jugó este Boca y ¿cómo se llama? Y River en el Bernabéu.
9/12/2018. Para toda la vida.
Es lo único que va a quedar, no tienes otra fecha, no va a quedar otra. Pero no se te olvide el descenso, por favor. No se te olvide.
Oh. So Robert's basically telling Valentin not to forget the time that River got demoted down. So fighting words. Palabras de pelea.
No pasa nada.
Relegation. Oh man.
What was that, Valentin?
No, que no pasa nada. Volvió papá y puso las cosas en orden.
Más vale, querido, más vale.
Yeah, no, and so, entonces, ¿cuál es tu recuerdo más favorito del enfrentamiento de River y Boca? Un partido que tú...
Ese 3-1 fue espectacular. Era un momento muy importante que vivía Boca. Y ganarle a River era algo mundial, es algo que se vive desde muy adentro. La hinchada adora eso por encima de un familiar, por encima de un noviazgo, y no sé, es algo único. No me imagino lo que vivió cada hincha en ese estadio ganando a River. Igual se sabe que sin Boca no hay River y sin River no hay Boca, porque de uno depende el otro.
Yeah, so Robert basically says, he that 3-1 game, that 3-1 game against River is the one that means the most to him. ¿Qué año fue?
¿Qué me habla?
Well, that's on.
Fue en 2000.
Oh, that was back in 2000. So for Robert, that game means a lot to him because it basically signifies the rivalries between them and the fandoms between with both teams. And he says one of the quotes that he just said that I really liked was, "Hey, 2018, ¿qué no? 2018."
Ese fue el que dice Mariela.
Uh-huh. Well, basically one of the quotes that Robert said was like, without River, there's no Boca, and without Boca, there's no River. So it's basically they're basically codependent amongst each other with those rivalries. And as you can see how intense it is. So, uh, Valentin, can you tell like our fans like how important is it to basically just be not to be a fan, but like how important is this rivalry here? Like, what does it mean to the city of Buenos Aires?
So I mean, the city, o sea, when it's River Boca, it's all day, talk on the media, on the news. It's all that's talked about. I mean, Argentina's a football driven country, soccer, driven
Mhm.
country, and so it basically means everything. Like the city kind of stops pretty much for those games. It's like if the national team was playing, where you go out in the street, everything's just stopped. Everybody's just focused on the game. A lot of bets between families and friends are put in place. A lot of families and friends are broken up after those games, just because of the aggression. Like me personally, like I have like a habit. I can't watch games with Boca fans. Like I just can't.
Oh,
Like
really?
if Boca
Damn.
if Boca's playing like a random team, yeah, I'll go to my friend's house as a Boca fan and I'll sit there and I'll watch the game. I won't cheer against them, like in their face, like if they get scored on, because you're being disrespectful, and you're in somebody's house and stuff of that sort.
Right.
The
But
respect. Yeah.
yeah, like, but I can't, like, there's people that go out to bars to watch them or stuff. I can't do that. I can't deal with somebody else yelling in my face. Like that's
That's
just
true.
you're escalating a situation at that point for me.
That's
Yeah.
true. No, that's true. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I'm gonna ask the same question to Robert here. So Robert, explica cómo es la rivalidad, cómo es la ciudad cuando va a jugar Boca contra River. ¿Cómo has visto aquí Buenos Aires cuando pasa eso, cuando se enfrenta Boca a River?
Es todo,
Describe cómo es la ciudad.
es todo un caos deportivo.
Okay.
Es
It's chaos.
lo más cercano al
Chaotico.
infierno.
El infierno. Ay, Dios mío.
Okay. ¿Y
Sí,
cómo?
Ahí el toma y dame entre los hinchas, si están, se encuentran en algún lugar, es una guerra a muerte. Es muy fuerte de corazón.
Life or death, basically.
Es bastante reñido. Y aparte, o sea, cuando tú caminas por las calles y vas con una camiseta de Boca, la gente te ve como un lingote de oro. ¡Hey! Cualquier cosa quieren hacerte molestar, con los sobrenombres de cada uno, que el bostero, el gallina. Entonces, eso hace que la rivalidad crezca y entonces uno se adentra más en los conocimientos de cada equipo para poder sacarle, como decimos nosotros en lo cotidiano, sacarle los trapitos al sol, decirle las cosas oscuras de cada equipo, y eso hace que el tiempo pase como si nada. Todo el mundo es pendiente de qué decirle a los otros hinchas.
Okay. So basically, Robert said that it's chaotic. It can be very chaotic for him. Like when if he wears like the Boca Junior
The
jersey,
Boca.
he knows that there's going to come to a point where somebody's going to yell something at him or be disrespectful towards him in any way. And usually they'll yell out like not the nicknames, but like the derogatory terms towards each fan base. So for for Boca, people call them the bosteros, which is basically like manure feeders or something like that, and that was a term coined by the because I guess the river that flows through La Boca spills or whatever, and so that's a term coined by a lot of River Plate fans.
Perfect. Yeah.
Right, as opposed to the opposite, Boca fans like calling gallinas to the River Plate fans or chickens, usually because of like their will or their will to play or whatever. So they all have the fan bases have nicknames for each other or derogatory terms for each other. They'll just shout out if they see them. One of the things that I saw when we went to the Boca Stadium. So the Uber here, they don't really have Uber. They call them Didis or something like that. And so they, yeah. And so there's because we were going to Boca Stadium, like 5 Didis canceled on us because they're like, nope, like back to back. And we're like, okay, great. It took us a while, but we finally did it. And how do you call it? So that was interesting to see. But nonetheless, yeah. We have a few questions here. So Rafael Chacín wrote, dice, tengo una pregunta. ¿Cuál ha sido uno de los momentos más importantes que viste al River como campeón? I think that's for you, Valentin.
Uno de los momentos importantes, bueno, la Libertadores del 2018 no se compara con nada. Y después la primera vez, la Sudamericana del 2014, que fue River había vuelto de ese año fatídico en el 2011-2012, que había vuelto de la B, y fue el primer título internacional. Le ganamos a Boca en semifinal en cancha de River 1-0, y ese fue un momento que más o menos le devolvió a River, no la grandeza, pues nunca perdió esa grandeza, pero le devolvió la oportunidad de competir en plano internacional y también a afianzarse una vez más en el fútbol argentino. Así que el 2014 la Sudamericana y la Libertadores del 2018 que no se compara con nada.
Okay, so basically the 2014 and 2018 championship from River Plate is the one that is basically the championship that has been most important in for Valentin since he's a River fan. You have another comment from Nancy Orozco that says "Aguante River." There you go. You're not by yourself here. I have to be impartial, so that's why I can't go for anybody right now. Yeah. And so, yeah, man. So another comment that Mariela wrote was "No hay nadie en la calle," and that goes back to when we were talking about what's the live how the city is whenever there's a derby that goes on between both teams.
Right.
There's nobody on the street. So
I wish we had it here in the States. Like, I wish we had that. Like, bro, like I've seen those in other countries. Like, man, it's just. There's no one working. They're all watching the game. Like that's something I wish we had here. Like,
oh, we do when the Astros play, but when the Astros win the championship,
not even. People still working. Like it's different. It's different. Yeah. Whole different type of atmosphere, man. Like it's
coming from Yancibi Berrios. Los escucho en vivo. Thank you, Yancibi. She's like in here. Anyway, so there's that. So. Let me see. So now I want to move over to, I think the last time we had you here, Valentin, on the show, I think it was during the World Cup. I don't think Argentina had won it yet.
It was right before. I think Mauricio had to kind of eat his words a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because Mauricio was really looking forward to Argentina not winning. Everybody hate him right now. No. So look at that man's face.
I mean, it helps to get 5, penalties given to you, but
see,
kind of helps.
He's still not happy. So Valentin, I think I'd asked you this through text message, but it wasn't when we were on the show, and like I said, so tell me how. Not obviously, I feel like I know the answer to that, but I always like hearing it from you because obviously you're from here. How important was that victory in the World Cup for you? Like, how did you feel? Like, guide us through that moment when you saw your home country just win the whole thing.
Well, it's something that you grow up listening to, los campeones del 78, los campeones del 86. So it's something that you want to experience. My dad experienced it in Argentina, celebrating. So once we won it, man, it was just chaos for the next. I mean, to this day, everybody still celebrates it. Every time there's a new month, we celebrate it. But those next 3 days for me was just chaos. There was no really point in going back home. It was just you're out in the street, you're partying nonstop. You're meeting up with people in El Obelisco. That's where I headed out to. So actually, when we won the World Cup, I left my house at like 4 p.m. or something. I got back at eight in the morning the next day. It was just nonstop. When we won the World Cup, and it just honestly everything. I actually had. I'm not gonna lie to you, like a little bit of depression the days I followed it after, because my high was so high. Like I was in such this, like I literally broke down crying with my family. All four of us, we were hugging each other, crying. Like it was like I went to my cousin's house right after. They were all crying. Like it was just monumental. It's something that if anybody can experience being a world champion, man, I don't think it compares to anything. Anything.
Damn, that's incredible, dude. Yeah, I was like, when you say you were a little bit depressed, I was like, why? Like, there's no way. And then, yeah, it's understandable. You were
Like, what do you
ecstatic.
mean? Depressed? Like,
No,
No,
like the days after, I was thinking, I was like, I'm never gonna be this happy again. Like that's what was going through my head. I was like, not even when I get married, nothing in my life will compare to, like, honestly, to me at least, being un futbolero,
mhm.
it's everything. It doesn't compare.
No, that's understandable. I see your
no,
point
no,
based on
no,
that.
trust me, bro. With us too, like we get it. We get it.
Yeah,
Like
you know.
we know.
Yeah, no, that's insane, man. Like, yeah,
Like,
I can't even
like
imagine.
we bled for the sport. Trust, bro. We get it. Like, we bled
We
for the sport.
I
We
saw
bled.
your I saw your post. That's why I was because I remember like following up like on your Instagram, just looking at your pictures like after that happened, and I immediately, obviously after I was like, okay, after that happened, I was like, when we get Valentin back in, it's gonna be fun. Just talking about that experience because I know, and like I said, you and I had texted here and there, like through Instagram, and I had asked you how you felt, but I just wanted you to share that experience with everybody. And again, seeing your pictures, how happy you were and how ecstatic you were.
That was
That
next
that's
level. That
amazing.
was next level. That's next level stuff. Like it's just you felt
Yeah,
that as a fan, man. Like
yeah, no,
it's
no, it was different. It was different.
In any moment, did you think, "Oh, I'm going to shove it in Mauricio's face"?
No, but deep in the back of my head, I was thinking about Mauricio, man. I was thinking about all the people that were rooting for us to do bad, because they weren't talking about those penalties when we lost against Saudi Arabia. Everybody was just ecstatic, but all of a sudden we start doing well, and it's about the penalties.
Dang, Rios, are you eating your words? Get a
nope.
plate, get a knife and a fork, and just start chomping down on those words there.
Yeah, not at all. All people they call Ronaldo Penaldo. Oh, penalties not that now they're important. Oh, okay.
So, really quick, you have a question for you, Valentin. It's from Christian Reyes, and he says, Valentin, ¿crees que de Michelis y
Sí,
su
de Michelis.
gestión traiga la quinta Copa de Libertadores?
Si
Ooh.
Dios quiere, no sé, ojalá, eh, pero, pero no sé, creo que está haciendo las cosas muy bien. Desde el primer día que surgió la oportunidad de que venga de Michelis, yo quería que venga porque era un tipo serio, un tipo que venía con fundamentos, sin experiencia, obviamente, pero experiencia de primer nivel profesional, pero venía a dirigir en la sub-23 o en la reserva del Bayern Múnich, que no es
Ujú,
cosa menor, pero, pero ojalá. Hay muchas ¿cómo se dice? Similitudes
ujú.
del River campeón del 2015 y creo que del 2018, ciertos partidos que ganábamos o que perdíamos y que se dieron ahora también. O que el goleador de nuestro club en ese entonces era un chico formado en las inferiores, en la cantera, y son cosas que nos están pasando hoy, así que ojalá. Va a ser muy difícil igual, porque tenemos que jugar para llegar a la final contra todos equipos brasileros, que es dificilísimo, nunca fácil.
Okay, there you go. Another question, es otra pregunta, dice de Ángel Márquez, dice, según la visión de cada uno, Robert y Valentín, ¿Qué equipo, hablando de Boca y River en su historia, ha exportado mejores jugadores al fútbol europeo?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
¿Tú dices
Ya,
Boca?
ya gané ya.
¿Ya ganaste tú? Ok.
Oh,
Boca.
okay.
Eh,
I mean,
voy
it's
a
not
responder
wrong.
voy a responder con una pregunta, a esa pregunta, con 3 nombres. Diego Armando,
Diego,
¿Maradona?
yeah.
Riquelme y Palermo, puede ser. Valentín.
Sí, pero yo a tu pregunta, a tu respuesta, te digo, ni Maradona, ni Riquelme, ni Palermo surgieron en Boca.
Mm,
Dos de argentinos y el otro de estudiantes. Con lo que es las inferiores, River tiene las mejores inferiores del país, ha quedado demostrado. O sea, el Mundial tenés a tipos como Enzo Fernández, como Julián Álvarez, que son formados de chiquitos en River. Eh, bueno, McAllister tuvo su paso por Boca, pero fue formado en Argentinos Juniors. Pero sin duda son creo que las dos mejores inferiores del país, eso creo que no hay ninguna duda. Pero la estadística también muestra que River es el club que más jugadores también le ha dado a la selección argentina. Es el club con más jugadores que le dio a la selección argentina en toda la historia. Y a Europa, bueno, eh, creo que ha quedado demostrado. Tenemos jugadores hoy en día en el Chelsea, en el Manchester City, Higuaín en su momento se fue al Real Madrid. Así que cada club tiene su mérito, pero yo toda la vida con River me quedo.
Ok.
sí,
Nancy Orozco dice River y el asado, lo mejor de Argentina.
Me queda bien, Nancy.
Okay.
Nani.
Ok, ahora Robert, la misma. Ahorita está quedando. ¿Es centenario?
No, quisiera que vea Valentín acá.
¿Están jugando quién? ¿River y quién?
Central Córdoba, mostrarle
Central
en la
Córdoba.
pantalla.
No, Rosario, sí, lo estoy viendo acá, estamos perdiendo 3-2.
Bueno, ya.
Robert lo tenía aquí, por eso me estaba demostrando. Okay.
No puedo dejarlo ver, Maradona. Igual son campeones de la profesional, pero también están eliminados de la otra copa. Hace el otro día lo eliminó Talleres.
Sí. Pero bueno, vos ya sabés, lo importante de la Libertadores. Ustedes están del 2007 rezando para ganar esa copa.
No te olvides de que Boca fue el único que ganó el triplete acá.
¿Del qué?
El triplete, las 3 coronas.
No, Boca nunca salió tricampeón. River es el único tricampeón del fútbol argentino, 3 veces. Incluso en la cancha de Boca dimos la tercera vuelta una vez. Ahí está, 3-3.
Toma, Carlos.
I'm going to share this apparently here. You share the tea, the mate, is that right?
Yeah. It's not like in the US where everybody's worried about germs and saliva. No, you share the mate.
Yeah, you share the germs and saliva with the mate. Dice que lo compartimos, que se comparte y no de gérmenes ni de cualquier cosa. Yeah. No, pero otro comentario de Yancidi. Boca se siente en el corazón. Ok. Una cosa que sí digo, this happened here, my experience, mi experiencia como extranjero, my experience as an outsider, I guess. Fui a los dos estadios, I went to both stadiums. Entonces, lo que pasó fue que en the Boca Stadium, fuimos ayer y no había ningún partido, there was no game going on, we went yesterday, y había un ambiente increíble y era, everybody was dancing, it was an incredible feeling, everybody was dancing, they were dancing, they were, it just felt like you were part of it. Se sintió como eras parte de eso, se siente como dicen. Todo el mundo estaba como celebrando, ni siquiera había partido. Like I said, everybody was celebrating. There was no game going on, and it just felt like game day experience. Y se sentía como una experiencia. It was genuine, era increíble. Y caminé por caminitos por la primera vez. I went through the Erico Caminitos, and it was very colorful. Había muchos colores. Fue una experiencia y todo el mundo estaba haciendo de comer así. Le dicen panchos aquí, hot dogs over there. They were doing,
Anchos.
yeah, panchos. They were doing, I can't even explain. It was just a great ambiance. Un ambiente muy bonito. Y luego hoy fui al estadio de River, a la Monumental. And today, I went to River Stadium today, and I didn't see anybody like partying or anything like that. And it was during the game. It was during the game day today. No vi a gente solamente, pero no vi a la gente tan llena de energía como vi la de Boca. No había no había bailes, no había gente cocinando, no vi eso yo en River.
La
Entonces,
energía.
yeah, no
Basically.
tenía energía ese ambiente, no lo vi. I mean, al menos que no vi cuando hay un partido allí, pero or when there's a game there, but it felt very different. Se sintió muy diferente el ambiente de los dos. Esa fue la experiencia que tuve yo. Me gustó más la experiencia que en Boca. I like the experience more in the Boca Stadium than I did in River Plate. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong. You know what I mean? And so, and to me, I like having an energetic experience. That was just how I felt about it. But I really did like the experience that I had in Boca. In Boca. Yeah.
We could tell by your text messages. We could tell you had the time of your life in
Bro,
Boca.
I'm loving it. So yeah, it was intense, man. I like it. Pero sí, como digo, fue intenso, fue una buena experiencia, pero Argentina ha sido muy divertido y quiero regresar de nuevo. Like I want to come back again, man. So yeah,
I want to go. Like, you
you
had
want
a
to go?
I do. Yeah, great.
You do
Like,
know there's a lot of messy stuff here, though, right?
I don't care. Like, based on your experience, I really want to go. Like,
I don't know,
it's
Robert. I mean, Valentin. What was he saying
it's
about Argentina with
it's
the
a
penalty, though?
I just hope he don't be saying that over there, because then he's not gonna have a good experience. That's the only thing.
Gonna get
well.
dropped.
I'm from A-Leaf. I'm about that life. I want these little 5'5" guys to fight
Different.
me.
I'm from A-Leaf too. There's a big difference over here, man.
Well, they're 5'5". Fight me. You'll be in an empty little field. Like, like they ain't ready for me.
So not everybody's 5'5". There's like people here really that are extremely tall, right?
Are they?
Yeah.
I hope they are, because I like challenges.
Anyway, see, that's the how do you call it, the outsider talk. But nonetheless, it's yeah. I saw a lot of like how do you call it? Since the World Cup, like everything is quoted with the Messi thing. Was it que miras bobo de pa allá, something like that?
Que mira, anda para allá,
Everywhere. It's everywhere. Donde quiera está. Eso, donde quiera. Okay, so le pregunté a Valentín. Ahora te voy a preguntar a ti. ¿Cómo fue la experiencia tuya que tuviste aquí en Buenos Aires cuando Argentina ganó la Copa? ¿Cómo se sintió?
Bueno, es como en lo personal y hablando de parte de la familia con la que estoy acá, es como si hubiese sido mi país fuera a ganar la Copa Mundial. O sea, llorábamos como niños, nos tiramos al piso, nos ahorcábamos, todos nos abrazamos, todos contra todos. Fue una fiesta espectacular, algo que en ese momento todo el mundo nos envidió. La verdad que no hay nada que envidiarle al mundo sobre la hinchada. Ahora la mejor hinchada del mundo está acá, con este fútbol que está revolucionando cada estadio en el mundo, y todos los ojos están pendientes de todos los argentinos que están demostrando un gran nivel en el fútbol. Fuimos al obelisco y no sé, 30, 40 cuadras estaban llenas, no podía caminar nadie por ningún lado. era una marea albiceleste que contagió a los que les gustaba el fútbol y a los que no.
So Robert's experience was basically similar to Valentin, and he said that he felt like if his home country had won it as well, since Robert lives here, he said that everything was streets were packed. There's a place here called El Obelisco, which is actually, if you look at our YouTube thumbnail, it's there on it's on there for this episode. I went there and I loved it. I took a wonderful picture with my girlfriend there. It has the letters B and A for Buenos Aires on there, and it's a really nice place, El Obelisco. So if you're ever down here in Buenos Aires, it's a place that you must visit. It's really nice. Everybody's there taking pictures. Seriously, like everybody's there. And so like I said, this is me coming to visit Buenos Aires, and you can still feel some of the energy left over. It's almost like a World Cup hangover. And or whatnot, because everybody's still going crazy over it, all the merchandise that they're selling, and you feel it, so I can't even begin to, if I'm going through a hangover, I can't imagine what the good parts were going through it, but I'm glad that I was able to talk to Robert and Valentin regarding what their experiences were regarding that. Nani Orozco, who's been looks like a River supporter, wrote, "Lloramos, gritamos, reímos, sufrimos." They cried, they yelled, they laughed, and they suffered through it together. So that's the feeling that it was. So hope one day our country gets to feel it. We'll see. But who knows?
America, baby, America.
Yeah, but nonetheless, you know what? This is going to be the end of our show today, and again, I want to thank Valentin for joining us. I love the back and forth.
I love it, man. Like,
love the back and forth between y'all two. That was really fun.
The two rivalries, man.
Yeah, the two rivals. I just thought it was great having somebody that likes Boca and somebody that likes. Before that, sorry, Christian Reyes asked the question for you, Valentin. It was Valentin, ¿cuál es más ídolo del club River Plate? ¿La Bruna o Gallardo? Gallardo, sorry, as you call it, Gallardo.
Y estás comparando el tema que sin la Bruna no hay River. Pero Gallardo lo que hizo en estos años lo pone a la altura de Angelito Labruna. Pero no sé, es como, no sé, es como que, no sé, por ahí Robert sabrá, pero es como decir en Boca quién es más ídolo, Romano o Palermo, ¿viste? Depende. Sí. Sé que la mayoría se queda con Román, pero también es una jodida, ¿viste? Es difícil.
Sí.
Exacto.
Sí, por ahí se pueden sacar dos preguntas para cada
Eso
jugador, para cada ídolo.
es difícil.
Sí.
Christian also me preguntó, Carlos, ¿estás en Buenos Aires, River o Boca? Well, that's all the time we got here, guys. No, por el momento
Boca.
River o Boca. No sé. Es como elegir entre membrillo y batata.
Tú sos Boca.
Membrillo o batata.
Sos Boca.
La experiencia de Boca me captivó mucho. Me captivó. Sentí mucha energía de Boca. River, lo que me gustó de River fue que el estadio está muy bonito, está grande, está muy grande, más grande que el de Boca. Pero los fanáticos de Boca y el equipo, como el equipo de Boca se relaciona a los fanáticos, es lo que me gustó más, me encantó más de eso.
Pues para mí, el Boca, Diego, ese es mi GOAT, Diego.
¿Y no Messi? Okay. He can't come to Argentina with that attitude.
Carlos, you gotta.
Diego.
When they play the Dynamo, you guys gotta go watch Messi now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going for sure. But man, those tickets is gonna be expensive.
Oh, I know.
It will be till next season. But I will go. Hey, bro, if you come, I got you, man. I got you.
See?
To watch Messi?
So you're gonna go watch Messi, Rios?
Hopefully I can watch him at least maybe when I go down to Miami.
Hey,
Just going to.
if our team wants to come to Houston, I got him, man. First comes on me.
Oh, I think I might have to fly out then.
Let's go,
There you
bro.
go.
Let's do it.
The food truck raiders wrote, "What jersey would you buy, Boca or Rivers?"
Boca.
I I think I'd go for a Boca jersey. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Like I
But
said, so like for Boca,
give me
man,
one second. I'll be back.
Diego, man, like Diego, like he was, man, he's what got me into football. Like Diego, man, like his passion, his skill, like he's something else, man.
Diego was. I mean, up until Messi arrived, that was all Argentinians knew, sort of thing. So I don't blame you. I mean, he wasn't allowed back into the U.S. though. So how come you're such a big fan? They never allowed him back here.
For Diego, no,
After after
so
after World Cup, they didn't allow him to come back to the States.
I'm 39, man. Like I've seen him play for Napoli. Like what he did for Napoli, is just something else. Like he went to
No,
a little team that never won anything, and he
Yeah,
no, yeah, I know what you mean.
Hey
like
y'all,
who
what's up? Did I miss
like
some?
there's Italians, the native children, Diego Armando, like it's
Yeah,
for
no,
him,
no,
like
it's
bro, like he's
So
he's something else, man.
there's a good chance that when I went to Boca Stadium, I got a Boca jersey. I will not confirm or deny that, but the evidence is pretty apparent. Che, ¿qué es eso? Did I read that correctly? Okay.
No, well, I feel like my dad, he got me to to Diego, but like Maradona, like he was. My dad loved Maradona. Like he was. My dad
So
was. He didn't have a team, but like he loved players that were technical. Like Maradona, like that was his guy. Like
yeah,
he
no, I know.
loved he loved that guy. Like he loved. My dad's German and Guatemalan, no affiliation, but he loved Maradona. Like he was like no, this little
so really
guy,
so really
won a
quick.
World Cup, won like El Sudeco with Napoli. Like he loved Maradona.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
I
his
bet.
guy.
Yeah, so really quick, Christian Reyes wrote, Estados Unidos debe estar orgulloso, llegó Dios Messi, se ya no es soccer, es fútbol.
Fútbol.
Fútbol, excuse me.
Julio.
Fútbol.
Fútbol. No es soccer, es fútbol. Entonces, Valentin, what did you think about, let me ask you this question. We were talking about it um, a few episodes ago about right before Messi, before Inter Miami was going to get Messi, it was like in rumors still. How much do you think this is going to benefit the MLS going forward with the acquisition of Messi now?
I think it's massive. I mean, you can tell already. I think it was the highest viewed game, like solo game, or I don't know if in soccer U.S. history or just in sports history. I don't know, but just when you have people of the magnitude of Serena Williams, LeBron James heading out to those type of games, Kim Kardashian taking her kids. It just speaks volumes to the greatness of Messi. So
Mhm.
he's somebody that, with all due respect to Zlatan, to
Right.
David Beckham, to Thierry Henry, everybody that came before him, we're talking about the greatest of the greats. So at the end of the day, I think it's going to help propel football massively in this country. It's going to help a lot of players also want to come here, I believe.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree. I agree.
and
It really does. It
and I
really
think
does.
that'll help a lot because then you'll have more kids involved. I mean, just simple as this, Inter Miami wasn't selling out their stadium. They're selling out their stadium and their tickets are $500 more expensive now just because of this whole
Exactly.
price of Messi.
Yeah.
So I think
That
hopefully it'll change the game and he'll be here. I think for 2-3 years he signed something like that. So
Yeah.
is
I think it's right on time for that World Cup coming up in 2026, which will be massive for the U.S., Mexico, and
me
Canada.
too.
Yeah.
So I
America,
mean,
baby.
I think he's gonna hopefully change the landscape of the game here.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think so
agree.
too. It's a
I,
positive. It's a positive for the MLS for sure. It's
I
gonna
love
make it
it.
more attractive. It's gonna make more stars want to come in the future as it is. It's you obviously hear the how do you call it, the rumor, not the rumor, but like the stats that MLS is a place where they come to retire. And while it might in a way be true, I think with the acquisition of Messi, that's somebody that still can still play the game. That's not like
He's in
he's
his
still
prime, basically.
yeah,
He's in his prime.
he's still able to get it done. I think that's going to be not only financially beneficial because that's a big name, huge name. If anything, it's going to
Oh,
draw seats
he's
to every stadium in the country, and so
but the
that's gonna be good. That's going to
but
be
the
good
oth-
for MLS.
but the other guys in Europe. Hey, you know what? Like, so a lot of these guys, going to Saudi for Ronaldo. Like, hey, you know what? Let's go to the MLS for Messi. Like, it's a good thing for both sides, basically.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, I know we were supposed to leave a little while ago, but I had to bring out the jersey just to mess with Valentin here for a little bit. But nonetheless, hey man, I really do appreciate you, Valentin, for taking the time out of your schedule, especially during the season, to come and talk to us, man. Thank you so much for again joining us, man. You rule. I appreciate you.
No, thank you guys, man. Had a great time, and thanks to Robert. Gracias, Robert. Un gusto, eh. Un placer.
No, de nada, che.
Yeah, man, it's good. Food Truck Raiders, bro. Valentin, great seeing you, and keep doing great things. Yes, sir. Keep
Appreciate it.
there you go. And somebody wrote, Pastor Marquez, Dios te bendiga, hijo. I'm thinking
Muchas
that's going to be
gracias.
for you. And Food Truck Raiders also wrote the letter C. I don't know what that means, but whatever. We'll acknowledge it. Nonetheless, I appreciate you.
See,
C. Now, also, please don't forget to follow the Just Fans podcast. Really quick. Oh, sorry. Some more comments are coming in. Robert, gracias por tu apoyo a la hinchada Boca.
Y la mejor hinchada del mundo, que no se olvide.
Dijo, ¿por qué Houston hizo trampa en su primera serie mundial? Look, mira, si no conoces béisbol, todos los equipos los hacen. Todos los equipos lo hacen, pero la única cosa fue que Houston lo hizo mejor que los demás. Enseñan los anillos, Mauricio. All right. Entonces, nonetheless, man, thank you again, Valentin. Robert, gracias por estar aquí hoy y por ¿cómo se llama? Tu apoyo a la hinchada de Boca.
Sí.
Ok, ¿te quieres decir algo a la gente que está viendo?
No, gracias por la oportunidad. Esperamos verlos prontos. Espero que sigas en tu mundo del fútbol, Valentín.
Muchas gracias.
Voy a decir, espero por acá, bienvenido a tu casa.
Si algún día me toca jugar en River, espero que no me putees.
No. Tranquilo. Mientras vivas, tienes tiempo de cambiarte. O sea, no olvides que la mejor hinchada del mundo está en Boca Junior.
No sé.
Nancy dice, los que no juegan bien al fútbol le van al Boca. Gracias, Valentín. Y Pastor Márquez Road, Robert apoyándose desde Venezuela para el mundo. Ahí está. Ok, guys.
Sí, papá.
Oh, saludos a tu padre Robert. Gracias por vernos. Okay, y'all. Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. That's it. Valentin, don't leave just quick. We're gonna end the show though, okay? All right. All right, we'll see y'all later. See y'all on Tuesday night with our favorite Locked On Astros guy, Mr. Brett Chansey. We're going to be talking some Astros. Until then, peace out, y'all. See y'all next time.
Salud.